Hi, this is Daniel from the Ultimate Guitar Academy, and today I'm going to show you 5 essential guitar licks. Now, I deem these licks as absolutely crucial for anyone who considers themselves to be a lead guitarist. They're used in pretty much every style of music except for jazz. You'll find them largely in blues, rock, heavy metal, or anything with virtuoso lead guitar. Now, if you're an experienced guitarist, you should recognize some of these licks as something you've played before, perhaps in a Stevie Ray Vaughan song, a Guns N' Roses song, a Metallica song. As I mentioned before, every lead guitarist uses them. Now, these licks can be applied to any key, however, I'm going to keep them in E minor pentatonic just to make learning easy. Okay, the first lick. I'll play it again. So that's on the G, 14, and I'm going to bend that up to 16. Then 12 on the B, 12 on the high E, 15 on the B, and bend that up to 17, like so. So our lick should be really simple lick, really common, really crucial. Lick number 2. So on the high E, starting at 12, the B is 15, pull off to 12, and then the G is 14, bend it up to 16. So we get this. For the fingering for this, I would definitely use index finger for all of the 12s, pinky for the 15, and then ring for the 16. Notice my picking is up, up, down. Make sure you do that pull off as well. A lot of people want to pick that instead of doing a pull off. Do a pull off. Of course, you can pick it if you want to change it and make a variation of the lick, but for sake of learning it as an exercise, play it as a pull off. You'll find a lot of guitarists will use a pull off so that they can play it really, really fast. Don't mind me. Lick number 3. Really short and simple, but really common. On the G, I'm playing 14, bend it up to 16, release that back down to 14 before you pull off to 12, and then on the D, 14. So we get this. When you practice this, make sure you use your ring finger for the bend on the G. You'll notice that my middle and index fingers are also on that string, supporting it. When practicing this lick, make sure you keep every section of that bend really clear and segmented. The best way to do this is to play it in parts. So we start with the note, bend up, bend back down, pull off, and then conclude on the final note of the lick. So we get... Practicing it slowly and controlled like that will develop clear and clean playing. It'll actually be a much faster way of learning the lick. Lick 4. For this lick, starting on the high E on 15, we're going to play that and pull off to 12, and then the B is 15. And we just repeat. You'll notice I'm using my ring finger, and then index finger for the 12, and then middle finger for the B string. So these two fingers are cycling through, they're alternating between. Kind of looks like a person running. I always imagine someone on a bicycle for some reason. You know, they're pedaling. It's pretty common for guitarists to want to use just one finger. Don't do that, use 2 fingers. Lick number 5. For this lick, I'm going to bend the B 15 up to 17, so it's a tone bend. Then the high E is 12, back to 15 on the B, and pull off to 12. So we get this. Now we've got a whole bunch of licks here. Let's just quickly recap and then see if we can put them together. Lick 1, lick 2, lick 3, lick 4, and lick 5. When you practice these, you should play them on their own and loop them over and over and over again. Treat them like an exercise. Then what you can do, which is really cool, is put these licks together and you get yourself a mini guitar solo. This is a great way to start learning how to improvise. Just take a bunch of licks, throw them together, Who cares how it sounds? If it doesn't sound great, that's okay. We'll work on it later. So we can have lick 1, lick 2, lick 3, lick 4, and then last but not least, lick 5. Put them together, you get yourself a mini guitar solo. You might notice that the last note in some of these phrases is the first note of the following phrase. You don't need to play that twice, just play it the once and it will link them together, like this. Thanks for learning about 5 of the most crucial guitar licks that you'll ever learn. Please feel free to check out ultimateguitaracademy.com where you can find more lessons, and drop us a line over at the contact page. I hope that you found this lesson useful, and until next time, keep shredding.